The question is, how has film and photography influenced our culture? What does it mean to be human, and how did humans come to view themselves differently by looking at photographs and then seeing moving images? Once photography was invented in the 19th century, the photographers knew what the changes were, but the people being photographed really didn't, although they wouldn't have to sit still quite as long with later processes. So I guess the big change is the invention of photography in the 1830s and 1840s. And then the moving image would be the next big change. And then I discovered the videotape as we know it was introduced in 1951 for taping TV shows. But really it wasn't until the 1980s that you had a home tape player. DVDs introduced in 1994. There's the whole critical end of movies and what did the director mean by this and why was this, you know, cut this way and why did the actors act this way, and you can ask those same questions about TV. But of course the big impact, especially with television and now with streaming video online, is that has become how people define our world. When I go online and one of the .com news things will say, "Are you there? Send us photos," okay? And I think, how strange for my generation, you know? Let's have history right now. As a historian, photographs fascinate me. We all have those photographs, whether they're on cardboard from the 1860s and 1870s, or whether they're stuck in shoeboxes back in the closet before the day of putting them on the computer, and now people have tens of thousands of photos on their computer. If we know the photo, we bring one thing to it, but if we don't know the photo, we bring something else to it. And what I sort of want people in the audience for this symposium to do is think, well, yes, I've got a photo like that, or, oh, look at that photo from early Colorado, but I want them to ask, what else can we observe from looking at the photo? What's going on outside the frame? Why are those people posed that way? You can ask so many questions about the photo and learn so much from it by taking a look at it not as the person who took the photo or who's in the photo or who remembers the photo, but approach even your own photos as a stranger might and see what's going on. I've been involved maybe with the symposia. I got in the second or third year, so what has it been? 3, 4, 5 years I've been involved. I've read papers or I've moderated. The depth of interest among the public is so gratifying. I think the Pikes Peak Library District really touched a vein among the people of the Pikes Peak region. There are hundreds of people who will set aside an entire day just to become better informed about the history of the region. I can think of several things I'd like people to take away with them. One obviously would be just a better understanding of film and photography in the Pikes Peak region. I think they're going to find out fascinating tidbits about various companies, various photographers. Another thing I'd like them to take away with them is a sense of the history of film and photography, in that there is a progression. You go all the way back to pre-Gold Rush images and come all the way forward to here we are in a studio at Pikes Peak Library District using film and photography. But the major thing as a historian that I would like them to take away with them is not particularly a critical understanding of film and photography, but an understanding that film and photography tells them who they are in ways that they wouldn't identify if we didn't have film and photography. It tells them how other people are. When I was a kid, I collected National Geographics. And some of the my iconic photo images are from National Geographic, 1913, 1914. That's how I thought other cultures in the world were, and in part they are, but there's more behind. Turn the picture over, there's nothing back there. Put something on there yourself. I guess that's what I'm hoping they'll take away.